Hello, everybody, and welcome to round 6 of the XP League Overwatch League. We are currently in the 6th round. The Hanover Heroes are setting up for their match to take on the Pandas from Triangle, North Carolina. So it should be a really good match today. The kids are starting to filter in here, getting their comms checks done, getting ready for the match. So we'll be back here shortly. I'm going to play a few videos for you to learn how to watch Overwatch, and then we'll come right back to action, hopefully open it up against the Pandas from Triangle, North Carolina. Should be a great match. Really excited for today. Our last set of matches before we head into our 2-week Christmas break. So should be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll be back here shortly.
Esports releases new videos every week. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out.
So you want to watch the Overwatch League. You're not alone, but no matter if you're a veteran esports fan or a newcomer, you can agree on one thing. Watching the game isn't always easy. Even if you've played Overwatch before, it's tough to sort out the visual clutter on broadcast and keep track of heroes, teams, or plays at any one time. And that's what we're here to help you with today. This is your Overwatch League Viewer's Guide. To start off, we'll assume you're aware of the fundamentals of Overwatch, the basic gameplay, heroes, and the concepts of cooldowns and abilities. If you're really starting from square one though, check out the video in the description for a quick rundown before we get into things. Ready? Okay, let's talk about the rules of engagement. If you've ever watched football, you know the rules of engagement. The offense and defense set up behind their linemen, and after the snap, players on either side do specific jobs to either advance the ball or stop it. Teams in Overwatch work in a similar way. There's a front line, usually made up of 2 tank heroes with high health and low damage. These are the linemen of Overwatch, who score fewer points, in this case kills, but contribute by starting fights, protecting teammates, and holding key positions on the map. Then there's the back line, where more vulnerable support heroes heal their teammates and provide unique tools, like bonus speed or causing enemies to take more damage. And finally, there are the DPS heroes. Their job is to do the most damage to the enemy team. These are your star wide receivers and running backs, making the flashy, high-impact plays that result from proper team coordination.
One right now, and look at it, he's just taking another angle. Oh my god! Oh, there we go, Saya! Triple kill from him! The huge plays! Just tombing him! Get out, Valiant!
A play or team fight in professional Overwatch sees both teams of 6 grouping up and starting a fight over an objective, whether it's a cart that needs to be pushed to the end of a track or control of a certain area on the map. Usually, one of the tanks will engage onto the other team to start, but a well-placed shot by a DPS can score an early kill and force a fight to break out. Priority targets are typically backline supports or low health damage dealers, but teams will focus down anyone if they're out of position. So we've established how teams organize themselves into roles and how each typical fight will go. But how do I know who's winning the fight and who should I be looking at? Allow me to direct your attention to the heads-up display. We'll take it step by step. Up here are portraits with the players, their hero, along with their health and progress towards their ultimate. The more ultimates a team has ready, the more likely they are to win the fight through sheer firepower and utility. Down below, you see what the player sees, their health, ammo, ultimate progress, and ability cooldowns. And finally, home teams will have their primary colors throughout the screen and across in-game effects, while the away team plays in white. It's nice info, but it's a lot to keep track of in the middle of a chaotic fight. And that's where the most useful bit comes in, the kill feed. This area of the screen will notify you of key happenings throughout the game, no matter whose angle you're viewing from. Mainly, it lets you know when a player has killed another player and who assisted in the kill, but it also tells how that kill happened, whether by a basic attack, ultimate, or just jumping off the map to regroup. It'll also show when a player destroys certain structures or attacks. For example, Junkrat's Riptire is not a player per se, but it's important enough that the kill feed will show if it's been destroyed. The same goes for Diva's mech, Orisa's ultimate, Torb's turret, and Symmetra's teleporter. Lastly, in the specific case of Mercy, the kill feed will also show you if a player has been resurrected. It may sound counterintuitive that looking away from the action provides the most information, but keeping an eye on the kill feed is the best way to know what's happening. That's because the most important factor in who will win a fight is simple man advantage. The more players alive on your team, the more likely you are to win the fight, and the stats back this up. The team with the first kill wins the fight 3 out of 4 times. If you're watching the kill feed, you'll always have a good idea of what direction a fight is going in. Now let's put everything we've learned so far together and see how these techniques can help keep track of a massive, cluttered fight. In this play from the Grand Finals of Season 1, the London Spitfire have 1 more minute to push the payload against the Philadelphia Fusion. Both teams are composed similarly. Philly is using the standard 2 tank, 2 support, 2 DPS lineup, while London have traded in 1 DPS for a 3rd support hero that's tanky enough to play with the front line. The players get into formation and prepare for a fight to break out, and we see that each team has 3 ultimates. However, London has 2 players with their ults nearly charged. Once the fight breaks out, their most valuable resources will be coming up first, so slight advantage to them. The London frontline tanks start by engaging on the enemy team. While their Winston jumps in from the side, D.Va uses her ultimate to throw a bomb that forces Philly to give up their positioning. This makes Philly's Mercy use her ultimate, granting a burst of mobility and healing to keep the team alive through the onslaught. The Mercy and one of Philly's DPS heroes, their Hanzo, hide from the bomb behind the cart. However, Hanzo isn't hidden well enough, and he gives up the first kill in the fight. With man advantage secured, London is all in on the attack. Philly's Winston tries to keep the fight from moving into the backline, but London's Winston engages onto star DPS player Carpe, taking him out of the fight. Philly is able to resurrect their Hanzo at the same time though, keeping London at only a 6-on-5 advantage. These happen almost simultaneously on opposite ends of the screen, but luckily, the kill feed is keeping track. With a major DPS threat down, London targets the Philly backline, trapping them between 2 walls of blue. From here, ultimate attacks start flying from off screen and the action gets a little tough to follow. All in all, 5 players use their ults in the span of just a few seconds, and you may think that a lot happens in the chaos, but the kill feed tells us the real story. Philly scored only 1 kill, which was quickly erased through a resurrection by London's Mercy. Once the dust clears, the fight is actually back to even, and the teams get back into formation. London DPS Birdring uses his ult to initiate and catches the enemy Mercy out of position. It's a massive kill. The most valuable part of the backline goes down early and makes for a huge London advantage. They press the attack, and London looks like they get 2 kills here, sealing the deal. But remember, killing D.Va counts as 2 events in the kill feed, one for her mech and one for her, so it's not quite as over as it seems. It doesn't get much better though, as London takes down Philly's Zenyatta, the last player on their backline. All seems lost, but Carpe gets a key kill onto London's backline, taking their Zenyatta, and crucially his ultimate, out of the fight. It's now 5-on-3 for London, but Philly respawn close by, and their tank makes the smart play to back up and regroup for a proper team fight. With all 6 players alive and London's Zenyatta still on his way back, Philly have something they haven't had yet: man advantage. Winston engages to stop the cart, and once D.Va catches up, they force London to fight on the objective, letting their teammates stay safe from view. Philly's Winston eventually falls, and we're down to a 5-on-5 fight. But he's bought enough time for a big play. Carpe comes through off-screen with a headshot onto the enemy DPS, London's only major damage dealer on the field. From there, we see what a real team fight victory looks like. Philly scores a kill on London's D.Va and resurrect their tank, making it 6v4 for Philly. Desperation abilities fly from London, including their own res, but the numbers advantage is too much. Philly whittles the Spitfire down, and with the kill feed all in white, the Fusion take the round.
Also on the Mercy, desperately trying to keep his tanks up, but it's not going to be enough. Philadelphia Fusion make a statement here. They'll take map 1. Once again, digging their heels in at the end of Dorado. History repeats itself and they're off to a good start.
Competitive Overwatch can be a mess to follow at times, but if you can understand how team compositions play out, how fights work on a basic level, and how to use the kill feed and other in-game cues to follow the action, you'll be well on your way to breaking down the game with the best of them.
Blitz Esports releases new videos every week. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out.
All right, and we are back. We're still getting some things set up, trying to get some players in here. We got a couple absent players right now, so we're trying to probably have to play some bots if I can't get some other Silver team players to jump in. So we'll be right back here shortly after this short break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
You guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yeah, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boopsiva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Move in now. Push in. We don't have to. Good game. Good.
All right, and we are back. We're still trying to get situated. Looks like they're swapping out some more players. We're down a player. We're trying to swap in one of our remote players, but I think he's having connectivity issues. So should be ready to go here in a minute. If not, I'm just going to throw a bot in there. We're going to roll with it. So we'll be back here shortly. Hello, everybody. My name is Josh, and I want to introduce you to two clubs we're offering here at Code Ninjas Hanover. They're Minecraft Club and Roblox Club. If you have a Minecraft or Roblox fanatic in your house, and they're between 7 to 14 years old, get them enrolled in these clubs. They're going to have a really good time. These clubs run on Mondays. Minecraft Club runs 5:30 to 6:30, and Roblox Club runs 6:30 to 7:30. And they're going to teach your kids how to develop games within Minecraft and Roblox. Minecraft uses a software called MCreator, which will teach them how to use, and it builds mod packs so they can develop their own Galacticraft, their own Spider-Man version of Minecraft. Really, the sky's the limit as creative as they want to get with MCreator. Roblox uses Roblox Studio, which is a great 3D game development environment. It also teaches them how to work in 3D design and understanding the physics of working in a 3D game development environment. So both softwares are great. The other added benefit of this is that you kids will be able to take this software home and install on their own computer. So it's not just the 1 hour a week they'll be able to work here. They'll be able to continue to work on what they learned at home. Each one of these clubs is $89 a month, or if you sign up for both and you want them here for the 2 consecutive hours for the club, it's $159 a month. So a little bit of cost savings there. So these slots are expected to fill up quickly. We have just a few left, so if you want to get them enrolled, get them enrolled. The clubs start in October, and we look forward to seeing your ninjas here at the center. Alright, and we are ready. We're back for some action. We are playing 3 maps today for Assault. The goal of Assault is to either defend or take a control point. Here you see the control point that they'll be trying to take. One team will spawn over here in this direction, and the other team will set up in defensive position. Typically they set up on the high ground here or in this catwalk, this little bridge, and try to defend them from getting to this point. So the Hanover Heroes are down 2 members today. I tried to get some reserve players from our bench playing remotely, but just due to internet issues, they weren't able to tag in. So we're running a 4-man team. We got Paxton, Parker, Barrett, and Abram here in the dojo. And we'll be running a couple bots. We'll be running a bot, Soldier 76 and Lucio. Alright, so the heroes will set up in a defensive posture here. We've got the, again, bots played by Soldier 76. CNH Horde 7 is Parker playing Diva. Reinhardt's going to be played by Abram, which is Little Dog 248. Mercy's going to be played by Paxton, who's CNH Horde 6. Lucio is a bot. CNH Horde 4 will be played by Barrett, who is Barebow Fragging. So here they come in. Looks like the Pandas will be running a Mercy, a Lucio, another Soldier 76 from their side of the house, Diva, a Reaper, and a Rhine. Alright, so let's see how this works out. It's like a Rhine on Rhine kind of shielding action taking. Both teams being a little conservative right now. Nobody pushing too far forward at this point. Looks like there is some skirmishing happening now. Looks like they did try to get the Reaper back here behind us. And Reinhardt and Reaper from eliminations, but then traded with Reinhardt and Soldier 76 eliminations on the other side. So a couple shared eliminations there. And they did manage to get somebody to the point. Their Lucio is over here on the point. We've got a Reinhardt trying to chase him off, and they do manage to take him out. A couple good eliminations by Reinhardt and the Diva up here, but the Reinhardt is taken out from the Horde. So here you see the Pandas working their way towards the point. They do have their Reinhardt here. They do have their Reaper back here. Starting to earn some credit, but the Hanover Heroes, Reinhardt and Reaper make their way back in time, but they're quickly taken out by the Soldier 76 on the Pandas, and it looks like they will start to earn credit unless one of the heroes can get back. It looks like the heroes may be falling back, but they don't, and they do not get to the point in time. And they do actually, but the Diva sets up just short and allows them to get to the first point. So looks like the rest of the heroes move back to defensive position back here. The bot Lucio and the Diva do get taken out, so they're a little bit short-handed. If the Pandas can take advantage of that and move to the point quickly, they may be able to make a good push. But looks like the heroes were able to get back set up, so see if they can hold. It was a really quick first point gained by the Pandas, and they're coming here on the flank. Looks like the Diva doesn't see that she's being attacked on the side, and ultimate unleashed by the Wake Forest Reaper, but to really little to no effect there. Got a Diva on Diva battle here. Charged by the Wake Forest Pandas. They did have a Diva Bomb go off, takes out their Soldier 76 and Mercy, so good Diva Bomb by Parker there, Parker Magic Marker. They do have their Reinhardt here on point, but the Reaper takes care of him, so good job by the heroes to respond and set up good defensive. We got a Diva Bomb going off here against our Diva, see if they can clear out in time. They do manage to get away, even though it does take out, does cause some damage, but does not take out the team, so good job by Parker to get away from that Diva Bomb. So their Diva did, though, manage to work their way onto the point for the Pandas, so pushing towards. So Diva continues to be pesky down here in the corner, allowing the rest of the team to move in here. Ultimate unleashed. The Blossom unleashed by the Heroes Reaper does manage to take out a couple of the Panda players. And the Heroes are doing a good job, again, responding to the attacks. A couple good timed ultimates. Got the bot Lucio down here standing in the corner, so hopefully he decides to get in the fight. It's one of the unfortunate when you have a player or two not show up for the match, it really puts the team at a disadvantage having to play bots, particularly at this level of play where the teams are really starting to come together. Having those bots really puts you at a big disadvantage. So here you see D.Va kind of snuck in behind them. See if this technique works. Reinhardt does take out our Soldier 76 bot. And they do have a Reinhardt here. Here comes another D.Va bomb by Parker Magic Marker again with a couple eliminations taking out the Mercy and the Reaper from the Panda. So good job there, and the team will continue to push back on this D.Va here, driving them back to the rest of the team with their spawn. So even though the Heroes gave up that first point pretty quickly, they're doing a nice job defending this second point here. Working together as a team. Looks like the Lucio finally did decide to make it up here and play with the rest of the team, so that's a good sign. Alright, so it looks like the Pandas are being very deliberate in their setup for this assault. So smart move on them, really getting together, waiting for their Reinhardt to get up here on the shield, and they're going to try an assault from the right flank. We did have our Reinhardt push out forward there. You see him engaging with their Reinhardt, but he smartly falls back. Decides to take a bit of a defensive, but their Reinhardt comes and gets him from behind, so a little bit of an overextension there. A couple nice res on the half of the Pandas allows them to get the point. But unfortunately, while the Blossom was taking place by the Reinhardt, the rest of the team countered that, was able to take the point and started to earn credit, but the Heroes managed to get back in time. Let's see if they're able to fight off this onslaught, stand here long enough for the rest of the team to get back. A good charge by Little Dog 248, but he's taken out in the corner. A nice res here by the Mercy. That brings back our Soldier 76. Just swapping eliminations across the board. Hard to keep track with all these eliminations going on. But all the while, they're contesting the point. The ultimate unleashed by the Reaper from the Pandas allows them to clear up a couple of their remaining Hanover Heroes members and secure the second point with 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the clock. So good job by the Heroes. They gave up that first point pretty quickly, but they did a good job. They responded. They got the rest of the team together and defended that second point really pretty well. So really proud of them for that. Especially being down a member, it makes it tough. But kudos to the Pandas for doing a good job securing both points with 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining. So now we're going to flip the field. The Pandas are going to defend the position, and the Heroes are going to try to push through and secure 2 points in the same amount or less time. Time only becomes an issue on the playoff. Both teams have the opportunity to try to get 2 points within that dedicated amount of time. If they both get 2 points, each team will be released whatever remaining time they have left and try to secure additional points, which will ultimately determine who wins. So at this time, the Pandas will be setting up in defensive position. Looks like they're running a Bastion, which is a pretty common defensive weapon. They'll probably shield him in some means with the Reinhardt, which it looks like they're running. So the Heroes will have to deal with that, trying to find a way to either eliminate or get around the field of fire of the Bastion of the Pandas. So here you see they have that shield set up and the Bastion sitting up top at this really strong choke point. So let's see how they decide to come through here. They got their D.Va pushing forward, pushing pretty far forward to their shield, so see if the Heroes can take advantage of that. That Bastion is pretty tough to deal with, especially since they're shielded there. But the D.Va does manage to take out our Soldier 76 on the Heroes side. So the Heroes are coming up with a good game plan, trying to figure out how to deal with this. They had a Rhino on Rhine battle there, so... I'm sorry, that was a Rhino on D.Va. Did manage to demech their D.Va and take them out, but the Mercy and Soldier pushed forward too far. Unfortunately, find themselves in a bad situation. They run down, chase down our D.Va. Baby D.Va here is taking on the whole team. That's not going to happen. And then our bot Lucio runs in. He's going to be quickly eliminated. So the Heroes are pushed back to spawn. Try this again, even though we do have a Genji back here. Genji's trying to make an aggressive push to take out that Bastion, to take out and allow the rest of the team to push out, but he's ultimately eliminated. Bastion takes out a couple more of the Heroes, so the Heroes are really stalling on this initial push. They need to get together as a team. One way, a lot of times, is to try to get to the point and draw the team's attention back to the point, which is what they do. It's a smart move there. But the rest of the team needs to be able to respond to that. So that needs to be a coordinated maneuver. One thing we definitely spend a lot of time talking about with the silver play is coordinated movement between the teams. Here comes the Genji again, run by CNH44, who's barebow Baggins. He does manage to take out the Reinhardt, or I'm sorry, the Bastion, which was a good move, and starts earning credit before their Lucio does manage to get back. Looks like the rest of the team's coming back. Hopefully the rest of the heroes can take advantage of that. Diva with the Diva Bomb does manage to take out a couple of the heroes team members. So the fight's still taking place. We do have the Ryan here with the smash there. See if he can take advantage of that. But unfortunately it was a 1v5 and you're never going to win that fight. The rest of the heroes weren't quick enough to respond to a couple of good opportunities made by the Genji and the Reinhardt play. So coordinated movement's critically important, particularly in assault maps, to coordinate your assaults and your attacks. You saw the Pandas take the time on their one assault. You have a Reinhardt, or I'm sorry, a Lucio pushing in here. He's going to quickly be taken out. And the heroes are really stalling, trying to figure out how to get past this Pandas defense. Really well laid out Pandas defense. Let's see if they can put something down here. They're definitely not out at this point. Definitely feeling the loss of a couple other players on the team, but that's part of this game, is learning how to deal with adversity and getting together as a team and coming up with a new plan. So let's see if it looks like they're a lot more together here than they were previously. Wake Forest Ultimate Unleashed, the Blossom by their Reaper takes out 1, 2, 3 of the Hanover Heroes, and then followed up by a Bastion elimination. Nearly a team wipe. But the Genji does manage to sneak through. He's going to keep trying to attack this Bastion because he knows that's a critical piece. But again, it's a 1v3, 1v4, and the rest of the team wasn't ready to move forward and make that push. Diva Bomb goes off. Unfortunately, it's just set off a little short. If he'd have set off on top of this little area here with the turret, it'd have been more effective. And then the Bastion just taking him down from the backside. So only 10 seconds left. The heroes need to get to the point. Let's see if they're able to get to the point. So we do manage to get to the point. Will calls overtime. So one last minute push. See if the heroes are able to convert on that. See if they're able to clear them off the point, earn this point, earn them more credit. Unfortunately, they're taking out just the baby Diva and the Mercy here. Good res by the Mercy. So good job there, Paxton, bringing back the Reinhardt at a critical point in the match. So that's really critically important. Good job there. So they're keeping this game alive with overtime. They can't abandon the point, though. They need to stay on the point. They need to keep their bodies there. The Reinhardt does get taken out. Just the Mercy and the Junkrat here. The Junkrat needs to get back on point. Unfortunately, he doesn't get back on point fast enough. And the Pandas win the first map in this match. So let me credit them with points for this. So this is, I'm guessing, that Reaper play. No, it was the Diva play. The Wake Forest Pandas Diva. So here you see them taking out the assault, taking out the Diva, and then unleashing that Diva bomb that takes out the Mercy and the Soldier 76 from the heroes. So good job to the Pandas there. Let me credit them their point for this first map. And we'll be back in a couple minutes to move on to the second map just after this short break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, alright, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy. No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes,
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice job. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't
Good game.
All right, we are back. We're setting up for Volskaya Industries. Looks like they need to swap some players in, so hopefully just about another minute, and we'll get this second map kicked off. We'll be right back.
Game over.
Dude, I got all the kills that first round. I got the mercy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it.
I don't have any. I need heals. Group up on the point.
Alright, nice job, guys.
They only got 6 seconds. As long as I can.
Damn,
I need 6. Nice! Go, let's go! Is that us?
Nice. Good game.
All right, so we are back. We'll get started here. I'm just waiting for a heads up from the other team that they are ready to go, and we will get this kicked off. We got a couple more great matches following this. We have our Hanover Heroes Silver team taking on the Triangles from Triangle, North Carolina, and then we have our Gold team trying to stay undefeated on the season, taking on the Monterey Bay Whales. So that should be a great matchup to finish up our lineup of matches for today. So it looks like they're still trying to pull in some players on their side, so we'll be back in just another minute. Hello everybody, my name is Josh, and I want to introduce you to two clubs we're offering here at Code Ninjas Hanover. They're Minecraft Club and Roblox Club. If you have a Minecraft or Roblox fanatic in your house, and they're between 7 to 14 years old, get them enrolled in these clubs. They're going to have a really good time. These clubs run on Mondays. Minecraft Club runs 5:30 to 6:30, and Roblox Club runs 6:30 to 7:30. And they're going to teach your kids how to develop games within Minecraft and Roblox. Minecraft uses a software called MCreator, which will teach them how to use, and it builds mod packs so they can develop their own Galacticraft, their own Spider-Man version of Minecraft. Really, the sky's the limit as creative as they want to get with MCreator. Roblox uses Roblox Studio, which is a great 3D game development environment. It also teaches them how to work in 3D design and understanding the physics of working in a 3D game development environment. So both softwares are great. The other added benefit of this is that you kids will be able to take this software home and install on their own computer. So it's not just the 1 hour a week they'll be able to work here, they'll be able to continue to work on what they learned at home. Each one of these clubs is $89 a month, or if you sign up for both and you want them here for the 2 consecutive hours for the club, it's $159 a month. So a little bit of cost savings there. So these slots are expected to fill up quickly. We have just a few left, so if you want to get them enrolled, get them enrolled. The clubs start in October, and we look forward to seeing your ninjas here at the center. All right, we are back. We are going to get started, and looks like we're good at this point. I think we got everybody lined up, so let's go ahead and kick off Volskaya Industries. So this is a fun map. Kids have a lot of fun with this one. Again, this is Assault, except this time we flipped sides. So where the first time the heroes defended the position, now they'll attack they'll be attacking first, and the pandas will be defending. Alright, so here you see the first point. They come up through this choke point right here, and then across this little vestibule area is the spawn point. So the heroes will spawn here. If you're rooting for the heroes, you're rooting for the red team. If you're rooting for the pandas, you're rooting for the blue team. So they'll come down through here. So we should see the pandas. So we should see the pandas set up here on defense, and the heroes will be attacking through, again, this choke point right here. So again, we're running a couple bots. You see the Soldier 76 and the Lucio. They're bots because we got absent players today. But we have Parker running Diva. We've got Little Dog 248's running a Hammond, is running a Wrecking Ball this time. Paxton's running Mercy as usual. Lucio bot and Barebow Fraggins is running the Junkrat. So let's see if this how this pays off. They're setting up with the shield and the Bastion again on defense. So let's see if the heroes have an answer to this time. Fortunately, a couple decent pushes here, but their Reaper does overextend. Barebow Fraggins manages to take him out, but they do come in quick with a nice res from their Mercy. So good play on their behalf to get that taken care of. So it looks like they're going to try to come in from this left-hand side here. This is a pretty tight choke to get through. Their Reaper does manage to take out the Soldier 76 from the heroes. So a good res by Paxton to the Soldier 76. Unfortunately, he just throws himself into the fray, 1 versus 5. That's what you get with the bots. But we do have Barebow Fraggins up here, see if he's able to convert. He does manage to get behind him. We got the Hammond in there, but unfortunately he's taken out as well. So unfortunately not a couple real strong pushes, but the team's in there. They're strategizing, trying to figure out how to get around this tough defense set up here by the Pandas. You can see they've set up they're running an Orisa. And with the Reinhardt and the Bastion, really strong double shield capability makes it tough to get through. But let's see if this Wrecking Ball can get in there and do some damage. Is able to kind of break up this defense that they have, a strong defense. Another thing is that when players are that close together, so good ultimate unleashed by Wrecking Ball, so it really limited their movement. They have to spend time, but again, heroes need to convert on that. They need to coordinate and convert when ultimate's unleashed. Here you see Parker trying to kind of set up. We'll see how close he is on ultimate. As tightly grouped as the Pandas are right now, would be a perfect time for a Diva Bomb to take them out and move quickly to the point. And something that the heroes haven't taken advantage of as they take out the Diva, the Orisa takes out the Diva on behalf of the Hanover Heroes at this point. Looks like they're trying to move in maybe from the left flank. We got the Barebow Fraggins Junkrat here. And we definitely have to make a good quick move there. Reinhardt comes in. See if he overextended a little bit. Looks like we've switched to a Roadhog, but he's quickly taken out. So the heroes are trying anything and everything at this point to try to get this thing going.
60 seconds.
So it looks like I did miss. The heroes did start to earn some credit towards the point. So it looks like they managed to flank and get in back here. But the Soldier 76 was eliminated. But it did force the Pandas back. So 45 seconds did force the defense of the Pandas back. Let's see if they're able to take advantage of that and convert. They do have the defenses somewhat scattered a little bit. So this is a perfect opportunity to make that happen. We got the Lucio back here on point. Unfortunately, he's by himself. We got the Reaper back here. See if he's able to make something happen. Just 25 seconds left. Got a Diva Bomb going off. Let's see if that's any effect. Goes off just a second too soon as the Bastion was being resurrected. If he'd have just waited a couple seconds longer, would have also taken out that Bastion. That could have been a critical move. With just 10 seconds left, the heroes have to get to the point or they will finish this map without getting any points. Here comes the Reaper, unleashes an ultimate, but too little, too late. And the Pandas will defend the first point without allowing any points scored by the heroes. So again, we'll flip sides. The heroes will at this point defend. They need to blank the Pandas, just like the Pandas blanked the heroes here, by keeping them from gaining any points, which is going to be a tough match. This is the ultimate team sport, and when you're down a player or two, it really makes it tough to play when you're playing with a couple of bots at this level of play. So I feel bad for the boys in there. They're a little bit frustrated, and you know, that they aren't able to kind of perform a little bit better today. But that's what happens. You know, it's tough to get everybody here or online each and every week. So. All right, so again, the heroes will set up on defense. They should be coming out. Here you see them making their way over here. Looks like they're, again, Soldier and Lucio bots. Parker's playing Diva. Looks like they're going to be in a run in an Orisa this time. So it looks like they'll be running an Orisa, a Mercy, and then a Bastion. So a Bastion on defense, using the Orisa shield to shield that Bastion. Let's see how this technique works out for the heroes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, so here comes the attacking team of the Pandas. And here you see the defense set up, running the Orisa. Should put the shield up here in a second. So it looks like they shielded a little bit too far forward to that Bastion, making him vulnerable. He's got to reposition, which could cost him a couple critical seconds. Reinhardt here does come in, but he's taken out quickly by Bastion and Orisa. See if the Mercy can get the res on this Bastion here. So good job by Paxton with the resurrection. And does manage to push back the first assault, even though their Orisa does manage to work out here behind the hero's defense. But she's quickly taken out, as well as the Bastion takes out the Orisa and the Reaper of the heroes. Or I'm sorry, of the Pandas. Bastion sets back up again behind the shield, but the shield goes down pretty quickly. And the Bastion's taken out. See if we get another res here from Paxton. And he does manage to res. So good job with Paxton with the reses of the Bastion here. It just goes to show you that Bastion's so critical on these defenses. But you got to protect them. You got to keep them supported. Setting up at the sharp angle here is smart because it keeps them from getting affected too much. But the Pandas smartly send a Reaper in from a flanking maneuver. Shifting fires from the Bastion away from the main charge. So good move. That's a good strategy there. So it looks like a Pharah comes in and does take out the Bastion of the heroes, making us vulnerable to the rest of the push by the team. Orisa comes back here to take out that Pharah, but it gives time for the rest of the team to get back here on the point. Got a good Orisa and Diva battle going on right here. Let's see who comes out ahead of this. Diva is demeched and smartly retreats. As they start to earn credit. They do earn credit, they earn the point, and they take the map, and they take the win for the day. So pretty quick victory for the Pandas on the second map. Again, I'm going to coach the boys up pretty good here. Here you see the Bastion set up by that Pandas team. He was something that the Heroes didn't have an answer for the entire game. Here you see them taking out the Mercy, taking out the Lucio, following up with the takeout and elimination of the Soldier. So really good game. Congratulations to the Pandas. Let me score them their points for the game. And that gives them the win for this. So the Heroes go down. They played a good match. Like I said, it was only 4 of them today, so I don't want to get them too disheartened. But they played hard. We'll get the rest of the team in here after a break, and they'll come back and get them, I'm sure. So thanks for watching today. I appreciate it, everybody. Come on back to us. We'll start another stream at 6 o'clock where the Hanover Heroes Silver team takes on the Triangle Dragons. So really look forward to that. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in today, and we'll be back, like I said, at 6 o'clock. Thanks, everybody.